What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, Zelmae, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy, repping the squad right there over on that media. And I'm joined with the greatest group of people you can be with. The people I want to bring in.
Be careful. Be careful.
Yeah, you gotta. It's a variety. You know what I'm saying? We got. Of course, we got Uniqo Williams. How you doing, there, Uniqo?
I'm doing well. Happy to be at the award show. Remember that intermittent stuff? Yeah. Intermitting.
Below, we got the moral high ground of the show, Montay. How you doing today, Montay?
What's up? Confused, but I'm here in the year.
100%. And we got the unmoral low ground of the show, Afrokami 765. How you doing today, Tori?
You already know. Local neighborhood scumbag. Here to give the folks a daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. Bringing in the new year the same way I bring in every new year. Under the influence. Let's rock.
That's right. And today's our award show. Over the year, we have had a lot happen. A bunch of stuff. We have did a lot of shows on a lot of different things, from scandals, crypto scandals, to harassment scandals of all kinds, from OTK and stuff. We have talked about it all. We have did the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, Will Smith. We have seen Cenat rise up. We have seen we lost some people. We have gained some people who we might not want to gain. We have gained some people we want to gain. We have seen interesting things. This year has been amazing, and we want to do a award show to cap it off. How y'all feeling about this year before we go into it?
Montay, give us your thoughts. You got on a fucking do-rag, bruh. You got to bring the heat. We talking about how 2022 was. You came with the right energy. How was 2022, Montay?
Even made it make sense this year.
I was gonna say he's been making it make sense for half the year, anyways.
It's been a mess. It's been a big mess. It's the best way I can describe 2022. It's been a successful year in some ways, but it's definitely been a mess in a lot of ways, especially on social media. This year been some stuff. It's just been some different adventures, some shocking things to see, some awakenings of third eyes, however you want to describe it. It's been something to watch, and I'm glad to have made it through this year. And hopefully 2023 is just not as messy. Cause this year's been messy. This year's been messy. Bro.
But yeah. Montay, think of all the content we got out of the messiness of 2022, bro.
Oh.
We got so much content out of this messiness.
Can I say this? 2022 was way funner for me to do than 2020 when I was doing this solo. I promise you, every week was somebody, some white dude harassed some black dude. The police that shot a black man. The world shut down from COVID.
Yeah.
George Floyd rallies in the street, cities burning. I'm like, this year compared to that, this has been fun because it's just inconsequential mess. 2021 was kind of dull because people were just now getting outside. But they picked up this year, and
we're back in the groove now.
It is a mess.
Fuckery's in full effect.
It's like people got back outside and they said, we acted up. We seen a man get slapped on the award show.
Not just any man. A legend.
A legend. So we're finna get into this award show. First off, we starting out with social media star of the year of 2022. First off, we have Cenat, 100K subscribers, one of the biggest Twitch streamers in the world. He grew up very fast in front of our eyes. He started off as maybe a few hundred, and then blew up rapidly throughout the year, becoming one of the most known people on social media. Was in music videos with Lil Uzi Vert and a bunch of other people. Amazing content this year. Shout out to him. He is one of the social media stars of the year. Next, we have Jidion, one of the biggest YouTube creators in the world. Not necessarily the streamers, he does stream sometimes. He kind of cooled off this year, but he still had a strong year.
Free Jidion. He should be back on Twitch.
He actually interviewed in one of the most racist cities in the country this year. That was early this year. He did a bunch of other things. He had a very interesting year. Strong year. Kind of came off at the end, but he still had a strong year. Speed. He was at the World Cup doing an interview with fake Ronaldo and scandals. Almost set his house on fire. 100,000 views of video.
All fireworks inside of his house.
The biggest streamer in the world right now by far, because he's 100,000 every show, every time he gets on. So everybody else used to have somebody on or a big event. He has 100,000 just by just being him. But he is at the World Cup doing all kind of things. So he had a crazy year as a social media star. Andrew Tate is probably the most interesting one this year because he is, out of every social media star or anybody on this list or any celebrity not named Will Smith, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, or Chris Rock, the most Googled man by a lot. Even in Kanye West's biggest month of getting searched on YouTube and whatnot, he doubled his Google searches, and Andrew Tate didn't even do nothing that month. I don't know. His rise is strange, and it might have been started and ended in 2022. We do not know yet. We don't know what's going on. Ludwig. Shout out to Ludwig. Ludwig is a YouTuber, YouTube content creator now, and put on some of the best events on YouTube. He consistently put up videos that did 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 live viewers as he was consistently putting up different contests, chess box, all that. And Mogul Mail
Lots of charity too. He did a
Lots of
lot of
charity.
different charity streams this year. Shout out to that.
Yeah, so he had a big year. Adin Ross, still Adin Ross. He kind of started doing gambling streams and then stopped gambling and took a long time off, but he's still one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. And Kanye West, the reason he's on here, because I know a lot of people like he's a celebrity, but most of his damage and information this year was not done in the studio. It was done on social media. So we have to put him on here. And that's also the reason why Will Smith, Chris Rock, they was done on television. Johnny Depp was done in court. They went on social media, but Kanye West will qualify for social media because most of his damage.
The DEFCON 3, yeah, the DEFCON 3.
That was set this whole thing off.
All.
And then he's consistent on it. Then he got banned off of it, and then he's still on it. Then he threatened Elon Musk and made fun of him and said he showed Elon Musk getting squirted on by another man. So he had to be on here, one of the most entertaining of this year. So guys, let's get what do y'all think of the list? Who y'all think got it? Let me know. Let's start with Tor.
All right, let me see. All of these gentlemen have done extraordinary amounts of engagement on social media in an age where it sort of feels like a lot of people really aren't interacting with social media as much. It's a lot more just viewing, I feel like, but what do I know? But all of these guys, I mean, Cenat, he came, it feels like out of nowhere, freaking right up the freaking to the top of the ladder. Number one, he beat out XQC. I mean, and the kid's only 20, I think. 21. No, he just turned 21. So, I mean, sky's the limit for Cenat. You said it for Jidion. I mean, he went to the most racist town in America and then found out that it wasn't the most racist town in America. It was just most racist town in America adjacent. And, I mean, that was funny. And I mean, he does all that stuff like trying to super glue himself to the basketball court and all that other stuff. I know he's an ambassador for Prime, though I'm not sure with recent Logan Paul events if being a Prime ambassador is the greatest thing in the world. But we'll see. Shout out to Logan Paul and his CoffeeZilla cosplay. You got Speed. I mean, that nigga set off fireworks in his house, bro. I mean, come on.
One of the most viral moments of the year.
It was one of the most, no doubt, one of the most viral moments of the year. But it was freaking. I mean, he's toned it down a little bit, I feel like, but he's still going wild. He's super young too, so hopefully, as long as he doesn't end up hurting himself or anybody else, freaking hopefully he just keeps on skyrocketing. I mean, then we get to the top G. Big man himself, free Andrew Tate. You know what it is. No, but and if he's innocent, free him. But no, Andrew Tate, I mean, he's self-explanatory damn near, which is crazy to say. I mean, this guy took over the internet when he was banned from every major platform, banned from Twitch, banned from Twitter, banned from YouTube, banned from freaking, I mean, any streaming platform damn near, and still, while putting it all on his own website or on freaking, what's it called, Rumble.
Yeah.
I mean, he had 1 million views, I think, on freaking Rumble, man. I didn't even know what Rumble was. And I mean, that's when you can low key sort of bring a social media site to life just because you're banned off every other social media site. I mean, that's it. It might not be like a clear, but that's power. That's power just to be able to. And I mean, I guess we'll see if it's actually power now that he's in the situation that he's in. And I mean, Ludwig chess boxing, he's out here filling up arenas off of niggas playing chess and then punching each other. Freaking, he's got some girly slaps. That slap fight with Connor was kind of meh. And I mean, other than that, I mean, the fact that he was one of the biggest Twitch streamers in the world, then signs to YouTube exclusively, and still, I mean, it feels like he brought his audience over with him. So I mean, that says a lot. And then with Adin Ross, I mean, he's been getting swatted a lot.
What about
That's what I got
Kanye?
for Adin. Oh yeah, Kanye. I mean, that man's in a war against a whole religion right now. I mean, Kanye, we did think about giving Kanye a freaking category all to himself and just picking from the moments. I mean, from the DEFCON 3 moment to the Drink Champs moment that low key started it all, that Nori took down for some reason. I mean, and if you even look back to the beginning of the year, we got the Pete Davidson beef. We got freaking all the other crazy stuff. I mean, Kanye was a moment all into himself this year. But as far as social media influencer like of the year, I have to. He did it with almost no social media, but I gotta say Andrew Tate. That might be a little bit of Tate speech. You're muted, Zelmae.
So I said Tory gave him the commentate W.
The commentate them.
So Montay. I know Montay ain't really in the social media bubble. He's more into the main scene. But Montay, your thoughts on the social media star of the year category?
Okay, cool. This ain't gonna take me long. It's Kanye West. I ain't finna sit here and just go wank and go through all these people. It's Kanye. It's been Kanye this entire year. Kanye has been on social media for multiple different reasons, on multiple different categories, the entirety of the year. Whether it was his divorce at the beginning of this year, whether it was his album at the beginning of this year, whether it was his social media war being toxic versus Pete Davidson throughout the middle part of the year, to him not being able, by his own words or whatever, to see his kids towards like the third part of the year, to the end of the year, him just going and saying multiple different statements, being anti-Semitic and some of the things he's saying, being toxic on Instagram, being toxic on Twitter, on the new Twitter. Like, no matter what part of the year, Kanye was always a part of the year, always trending, most time for all of the wrong reasons. Like, this isn't even close. It's Kanye West.
I'm not gonna lie, Montay low-key swayed my. When you put it like that, because Andrew Tate got that. He got the second half of this
now for being missing. Like, please, it's not even like. And I hope Kanye is okay. I really do.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to remember, this comes from his ex-manager. You got to remember.
But being real, it's Kanye West. Like, it's not even close. Like, please, like Kanye could trend himself without doing anything, and he's been in the media on every toxic category you want to think of. Beefing with some other person, splitting off with his wife, trouble with children, saying something questionable, getting banned from something. No matter what you look at, he's literally been a part of the media for all of the toxic reasons that we discussed. Literally. And I say it's unfortunate. I really hope the best for Kanye. I really do. But just being real, like, what are we talking about?
He gave us a lot of content.
It's Kanye West. It's literally Kanye West. This isn't even close. Everybody else on that list has trended or been popular at one part of the year. This man has been trending and been popular.
Well, Andrew Tate for half of the year, he been nonstop trending, but
I knew you was ready to circle back to Andrew Tate.
That's fine. That's just true. Half of the year.
The only person more Googled than him was Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and
Will Smith.
Andrew Tate started trending after
Will Smith and Chris Rock.
That's when he trended more. Know what Kanye did the whole year.
But Montay does get the longevity trend.
Yeah, I would say that if we're talking like through the whole year, then yeah, I mean, but I mean numbers wise on the Googling, Andrew
Oh yeah,
Tate wins.
Andrew Tate is beating everybody except for like the people that had some mass thing. Even the month that Kanye went anti-Semitic, he went 2 million searches. Andrew Tate went 5 million. So that's like
That's cool.
Bruh.
That's cool. That's all that one instance. Let's add up all the Kanye searches he's had this entire year.
no, that is the whole year. I'm just talking about
No, I would say that was
Please.
the whole year.
I'm not even worried about one Andrew Tate moment. I can kill this. Like,
I'm
please.
just
No,
saying,
but
man is
not
Google.
cool.
I'm just saying, numbers
them little white
wise.
kids love him. Them little white kids
Number
love him.
wise, it's gonna be Kanye. Like, I'm not even
No,
finna
we're
number wise,
saying
Andrew
off the Google searches, it's Andrew Tate for the
yeah,
whole year.
off of the recent Google searches.
No,
The whole year.
If you calculate it, but if you go longevity from time to the beginning of the year, Kanye got it. If you go every month, but if you go overall, it's still Tate.
Surprising, but still easy, Kanye.
I'm telling you, them little incel white boys, they Google that man every 30 seconds. Tory my life.
Bruh, he's got a for real scary cult following.
That's fine.
That might be why he's in jail.
That's has everybody gotten a chance to go on this
it's your turn,
topic
Joe.
yet?
It's your turn.
Okay. I didn't want to, interrupt anybody or anything. I just wanted to so I can dive into this. Because at the end of the day, as far as social media star of the year, this is what I'll say him last. There was a lot of pops for a lot of these online entities in 2020. So we're looking at your Kais, your Jidion, Speed a lot, and Adin Ross. Them like there's a corner, there's a big corner of the internet that has to do with a whole bunch of like kids. I get that these are funny people to kids, but there's something to be said when the whole world is talking. I understand Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate is for the what's that boy name? Elliot. No, I don't think that's Tory's community. I don't think that Tory's not looking for a savior to make him feel like a man.
Oh no,
because I feel like that's why people listen to Andrew Tate so they can feel like, yeah, talk bad to that beautiful woman that would never talk to me. Tory doesn't have that problem. I don't believe you have that. Do you have that aggression, Tory?
But Tory find him entertaining as well. Tory find him entertaining as well, though. So that's
I do find him highly entertaining.
But I'm saying we're looking at these niche things, whereas.
But I don't think you can call Andrew Tate a niche thing.
How can I not?
But if he's if he's in the top 5 most searched subjects in the world, bro.
Yeah, but he's under one subject. Being women.
No, but I'm saying that's not when you're in the top 5 most searched in the world, I'd say that's far beyond something niche.
No, it can still be a niche. It's just a super popular niche at that time.
No, but it's not niche.
Can I tell you what niche? Can I tell you what niche means? Niche means, and I'm sure you know. I'm just saying it for our audience that may not know. Niche is you do one thing.
But no, that's not that's not his thing, though. It's not the one thing.
The people that look you up are either big fans of that niche or they hate your niche and want to see what you're saying so that they can hate you some more.
But no, I'm saying the long range of he managed to garner hate from so many different places.
Right on that, he is in that,
and it's all women. Like he garnered hate from women, from back.
Well, there are more. Well, you got to think there are more women than men.
So that literally goes with the argument.
There is a niche thing.
A niche for one thing. He's known.
Well, no, but I'm saying it's far more expansive than that. I'm not arguing that Kanye has been. If we're gonna. I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying.
By the way, I'm saying Kanye West too. I'm just trying to argue other people just for the sake of the show.
I mean, I already said it's Kanye West.
No, and that's fine. Like I get it. He's in the conversation.
I'm cool with Kanye. I'm completely fine with Kanye West getting it. I was just saying.
My thing is this with Andrew Tate. Let me turn on my massage chair. Oh, that's probably something Andrew Tate would say to talk about how
Yo, he would love your bald head.
He would.
He said you're a man because you bald and me and Tory weak because we don't have bald head. We too.
That's shit that I wouldn't even listen to. That doesn't make sense. The fact that y'all know that he said that is weird. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Joe, you gotta be careful. If the top G gets out of jail and comes from Romania, he pulls up to your crib
because I do a show that talks about social media people, so I have to know what he's doing, so I don't look like an idiot if I talk about him.
So that brings me to this point because, like I said, that's the difference. We were talking about this last night. The difference between him and Kevin Samuel. Kevin Samuel is like something, quote unquote, something like relatable. He said things that made sense, and whereas, and you might not agree with what he says, but you got to give him props. That it kind of makes sense. But the problem with that is with Andrew Tate and his popularity is that like it's like, come on, you want to be an alpha male? He reminds me of Rex Kwon Do. From that's him. So at any rate, and this is why I can go. This is why I do want to go to Kanye and talk about his greatness. And y'all can get on me and say, Joe, you just got a niche for Kanye. I get it, but Kanye's not trying to be a social media star, but he's the topic of all social media. He's not even trying. That's just that nigga's life and the life he's living. So if I gotta get on social media star of the year, I'm gonna say Speed. I show Speed in the social
media. That nigga set off fireworks in his bedroom.
I mean, and I hate it. It's a whole bunch of kids, but I just saw a basketball clip of some kids in like maybe their freshman basketball team, maybe 8th grade team, but he hits a reverse layup underneath, up and under. A white kid, all white team. I think it was a Catholic school at that, and he hits them with the dance. Speed, he has made now. Adin, he had a whole bunch of like guests and stuff in his room. He did have that. Jidion is doing what he's doing. Like he's just having really good videos and he's traveling a lot. He's making a lot of money, but I don't think he's just popping off on social media like that. Kai, he had pops as well. Kai had pop, but as far as like, man, Speed was trending like for a minute. Like he trends once every 2 weeks. It seems like. I mean, dude was just at the World Cup. So if I gotta say social, I don't even fuck with him like that. I like the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I think some of his stuff, I don't watch him. Is it the video games I watch or is the antics? I mean, he got swatted. So did Adin. But I have two winners. I have for actually trying to be a social media person, Speed. But in terms of you just in social media all day, all long, forever, and just anything you put on social media just pops, is Kanye West.
That's fair.
So actually trying to be a social media star, Speed, I show Speed, and then, but on accident, Kanye won the internet on accident.
Most because
just from living.
Because he didn't take his medicine.
Oh, shout out to Elon Musk for being the first person to ever lose $200 billion.
How'd he do that?
Just purchasing Twitter.
Liquidating all his money and tanking his Tesla stock to nothing because he kept. Hey, by the way, before you get off, if you
saw Tesla on Delaware County,
listen, if your audience, people that buy Teslas, cars that run off electric energy, or that's liberal people, you probably don't want to piss off the liberal people. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to do that, and because conservatives buy big trucks who ran off a lot of gas.
Well, now you got people stealing all the charger cables from the Tesla charging stations. They go and cutting them out to sell the copper.
Yeah, we are going social media started here. We will Kanye West.
Oh, I have an update, by the way. Also, I have an update on Walmart South and how dark it was in the parking lot. Turns out it wasn't because somebody stole copper out of the wiring and stuff in the poles. It was because while they were paving the new pavement, they cut something. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Joe with the local news.
Just a little local news. There was a big Fed sweep, but I'm not going to report on that.
We got one of the biggest topics of the way because I felt like that was going to be one of the most debated. Now we got another one that's going to be the most debated. Best topic of the year. I also forgot to put one in here by accident, so I'm gonna put it at the bottom of the screen.
Shout out to you putting Daystar versus
Am I presenting this one?
Yes, it's you presenting. Remember, mention the one at the bottom first, so we can just know this here because I forgot to put it on this.
It's all right. Thank you so much for the graphics. I want to say Zelmae gets the award for best thumbnails and graphics for 2022. You win. Can we get a clap? Hold on. Actually, I
Give it
got
to
you,
him,
brother.
Joe.
I got you, brother.
Are you ready?
Oh, wait. That's hold on. No, hold on.
Let's go.
There you go. So we had a lot of crazy topics this year, y'all. It was crazy. Some things started during COVID, but are now coming to an end in 2022. Some would say just weeks ago. And we're looking at you, Mr. Daystar, who is no longer allowed to be a Tory. He is off the Council of Tories because no Tory I know would ever get caught doing something like this.
Nope.
So we have that. We had Tory Lanez, as you may know him. He there was an issue with Meg the Stallion, and then I'm just finding out weeks ago that apparently Mr. Lanez was knocking down Meg's best friend behind her best friend's back, and it's just there's a lot of stuff going on there. And then apparently she got shot. So that came to an end. Tory Lanez found guilty, and we have prison jail phone calls with apologies. And I was so drunk, and I'm so sorry. Probably trying to elicit something for the sentencing because he doesn't want to do 22 years. I think he'll get off with a little bit of probation. Then
He getting deported, bruh.
We had another situation. Very toxic relationships here. Johnny Depp versus. Appreciate you, man. Hey, shout out to Miller DC for the 4 subs. 4 subs. Appreciate you, brother. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, which is the most toxic relationship that I've seen in quite some time, other than Chrisean and Blueface. Speaking of which, Chrisean and Blueface are also on this list for one of the topics of the year because it was just back and forth. Now, the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, that had to do with a whole bunch of somebody shit on my bed. So if that's the peak of that topic, you got to be a topic of the year.
He lost his fingertip.
Kanye making more in another category. Him in general, topic of the year, absolutely. And then lastly. Again, just jumping on the back of Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, we have Chrisean and Blueface. Two very toxic situations. And again, for my nomination here.
Oh, don't forget Will Smith slaps Chris Rock.
And my apologies. And then also, for a blip in time, for at least 4 weeks, we had Will Smith walks on stage because of a G.I. Jane joke about his wife Jada, who has alopecia, which nobody knew that. They tell everything else. They talk about August Alsina and how he in entanglements, but they didn't talk about her medical condition, in which I guess that's probably HIPAA.
I thought they did.
But at the end of the day, Chris Rock made a G.I. Jane joke. Will Smith felt like, she gave him that look. Will Smith made that. Will Smith looked over after laughing and was like, my wife is not very happy with this. And so what we're going to do is I have to earn my manhood back. Because my wife would have shot that nigga. He walks on stage and slaps the shit out of Chris Rock. And then that was a scandal. And then we'll see what happens. At some point, Dave Chappelle got attacked on stage. So those are the things I gotta say. My topic of the year is I hate to say it. I know it's gonna seem like it's biased, but mine's gonna be Kanye West in general. I'm sorry, the guy stayed in the news. I had something to talk about every single week that pertaining to him. Even the news outlets, even the gossip people were tired of talking about him. But like, it was good news. It was news. It was a story. Kanye probably single-handedly helped some people keep their jobs this year. So I'm going with Kanye West in general, although all these other ones, Chrisean and Blueface in a very close second, just because they stayed in the news too for being mad. I mean, Chrisean took the man's phone. He kicked the door down. Chrisean answered the phone when Blueface's mom called and just lied on live and was just talking shit the whole time. There was a lot to that. So I think these are all very valid, but I'm going to give it to Kanye West. And then I'm also, as for topic of the year, just Kanye West in general, because he just stayed in the news ever since. And then we had the whole Pete Davidson Davidson aspect of it. So with that being said, yeah, I'm going Kanye West in general, but I got to give a nod to Chrisean and Blueface. Gentlemen, take the floor.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
Daystar versus Meg. It's been a 2-year running thing. We finally got the conclusion. Well, somewhat of a conclusion. The appeals is coming. We finally got some recordings that didn't sound very good, even so. We got a lot coming out still to this day. Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard are between them and the Will Smith Chris Rock are the most Googled thing this year by a lot. When they spiked, it spiked. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard made YouTubers millions. I'm talking about it was some YouTubers that blew up off that case that were 100 viewer Andes, and now they get 20,000 views every time because that case blew up a lot of people on the internet. Because that case is like the biggest social media case I think we've had ever since social media wasn't around there. The Michael Jackson case really that much, and everybody knows the OJ case is probably the biggest case ever, but it didn't have no social media at all. Kanye West in general, we done talked about it. Kanye, and Kanye always talked about. We already mentioned him on that, so I don't want to just rehash all the stories again. Chrisean and Blueface is probably the lowest named people on this list, but they were constant. Like they made sure 2 people that probably shouldn't be relevant stayed relevant the entire year. And I have to go with. Let me go with the biggest pop of the year. Let's do Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. It was the biggest pop of the year. Like I said, it made probably 1,000 YouTubers 100,000 6 figures that had no money when they started. So if someone can do that, if one group of people can just do that, that's amazing.
All right. Agreed. Well, I think I'm gonna have to go. I mean, as much as I hate agreeing with Joe,
and I love agreeing with you when we can. I just want you to know that for the record.
And Daystar versus Meg, I mean, I held it out there for him. We didn't want to just drop the man from the council, but we come in off of like low class misdemeanors, petty crimes, no harmful felonies. You can't have no harmful felonies and be on the council of Tories. We're scumbags, not landfills. There's a difference. But but Kanye in general, I mean, folks, go back, check the catalog. I mean, there's more than a few Kanye videos that we've done in 2022 alone. We probably did more. We might have done more in 2021 because it's not like he took any time off. But I mean, bruh, it's crazy. But yeah, it's got to be Kanye. I feel like clean and simple. We've talked so much about Kanye. He made an enemy out of a whole faith. I mean, come on. We'll talk about. Well, I guarantee we talk about Kanye within the first month of 2023.
Montay.
The best topic of 2022.
Don't forget this one. The one that started Make It Make Sense.
I mean, I guess plenty that started it, but he was just like the best topic. I'm just gonna go. Because I want to say best, that's subjective. But for me, it's going to be the one that's not on here. The good old Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. It's definitely something when you do something on a worldwide scale. Like this is the Oscars. This is something that's hosted worldwide on all their television. It's something when people in Australia have seen you slap the mess out of somebody and, and all of a sudden everybody's trending. Oh, black people have gone back 200 years from him slapping them from this thing. Like it was something to see. Like,
there was some good.
When Chris Rock, somebody who is known for enjoying talking and things of that nature, went mute for the better part of like 3 months. Like you didn't hear from Chris Rock. It was the build up, the suspense was hilarious. Wilden had two episodes of I'm sorry in the fallout of this. Like man, Chris Rock brother was like, I'm gonna beat this man up when I see him on site. Like, bro, it was something else to see. It was just hilarious. It was hilarious for me to watch. Just like some of the stuff on Twitter, not the situation, but it was hilarious. Boy, So that's for me. That's my topic of the year. That was something.
Yeah, we all got our different topics of the year based on how we think. Like I said, the biggest pop of the year was Johnny Depp and what's name, and it made men's right feel. It might have empowered the alpha male community. Now that I think about it, like they seem to got a lot more powerful once that happened. Like Tori, did y'all hear about the alpha male community as much until then that case happened? All of a sudden, it was like they everywhere on YouTube, and I'm like, so. And the Will Smith slap was the slap heard around the world. Like I said, the most Googled name. Well, the second most Googled name. Johnny Depp 1, Will Smith 2. That was a wild moment, and that was like that shifted culturally too. That was a chaotic day. Like that was one moment too. That was a moment. Me talking kind of making me sway back because like Johnny Depp was over time. This was just one moment that just shifted the world to stop for a minute. Bro, everybody turned into the Oscars, bro. Like, nobody watching the Oscars. Everybody like, what?
Yes.
What happened? I mean, y'all niggas, do y'all remember the group chat right after that shit happened?
I ain't never seen a grown man slap another grown man on live TV.
I saw that slap, and then I looked at the group chat and saw like 60-something messages. I was like, damn.
That is the most messages we got, too. Even over Kanye stuff. That's the most messages we got. Everybody like, because the group chat was popping that day. Besides when we talk about, like, of course, wrestling and stuff, there's something big here, but that. I get. Oh, Tori, you still going with Kanye? Because that make it. You and Joe had it says group overall is. I'm still sticking with. Even though I'm almost on the West.
I feel like Kanye got it. We talked about him so much, and though we did talk about Will Smith, I just look at the times how many different times, how much content we got out of Kanye. Gotta give it to him.
Yeah. So Kanye West. Oh, and now we have Tory's award.
Oh, Scumbag of the
Tory
Year
right here. It's all Tory.
We got a simple 4 flat names. We got Mizkif, we got Logan Paul, we got Andrew Tate, and we got the media darling that is SBF. I mean, all of these gentlemen fell into the rankings of Scumbag of the Year off of different moments. Mizkif in the twisted moment of where he covered up an alleged, or maybe not alleged now, SA, along with some old texts of him using some very edgy language for a white kid from New Jersey. I don't think I need to elaborate on that for anyone. I mean, Logan Paul got me over. Logan Paul almost didn't make the list. He can thank CoffeeZilla for that. And it's just because I feel like he worked so hard to make it back from the whole Japan forest incident. And I felt like he had got to a place where he made people really think that freaking, oh, Logan's not that bad. And then here comes CoffeeZilla with like, look at all these people I've interviewed that have lost 6 figures or more from a crypto scam that Logan Paul funded. And then we get the story of Eddie. And then we get that was a wild story. I probably heard. The code was taken to Switzerland and held hostage for $1 million. And it's still, but I mean, I was
which is illegal because it's a country. It wasn't no country.
Exactly. And what really swayed Logan Paul into the list is I sat there, I thought about it, and I was like, this nigga he is rich as hell. You had to move to Puerto Rico to save money on taxes, and you still out here trying to swindle niggas. You're a scumbag. He
didn't go through with the road.
No, he didn't sell. He didn't sell. But he had the thought. We saw the group chat. We saw the
he was like
he was completely ready.
He was ready.
Andrew Tate. He was freaking he was Andrew Tate this year. He pissed off damn near every woman. He is guaranteed pissed off a woman on every continent where there's people. If there's a woman in Antarctica, she probably hates Andrew Tate. And I mean, I hate it because he's so entertaining, and then he gets you because he'll say something super reasonable. He'll say something super like anyone can agree with that, and then he turns it around like, I want my woman to be a virgin and she can't drive my car, and if she and now we've got him holding the top G for 30 days in a suspected sex trafficking organization. I mean, that's if he is found guilty of those, he'll no longer be a scumbag. That is a harmful felony. you get ejected from the see. The Council of Tories and the Council of Scumbags have a very close guideline because most people named Tory are scumbags. I hate to tell people. And then we've got SBF. SBF, and I mean, if you don't know about FTX, it was a huge crypto trade that
Number two behind Binance.
Yes, it ended up collapsing and costing what, thousands of people millions of dollars, if not millions of people millions of dollars.
Yeah, he basically scammed billions out of people.
And then on top of it all, when we find out that he's a fraud and he's took these people's money and they've lost all this money, you've got all of these top tier freaking news organizations writing puff pieces about him, talking about how, his altruism led to the crash of FTX. He was trying so hard to be a good person, and he was doing this and that. He was just scamming all these people out of their fucking hard-earned money while he was doing it. And then to top it all off, you got, like I said, New York Post, Washington Journal, all of these people writing all these great things about the guy, even though he just scammed all these people out of money. And then, you know what? When they finally decide to arrest him, lo and behold, he's in the Caribbean trying to fly away. What do you expect? He's a scumbag. No one was really hurt. So he's a scumbag. And but if I have to give scumbag of the year, it's got to be Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate gets scumbag of the year.
Even though SBF defrauded people out of millions of dollars.
Yeah, so we got
if that's the only award he wins, the top G got that one.
Andrew Tate for scumbag of the year, and the next awards, two awards
will be presented. Hold on, don't do that yet. Hold on, we got to do this.
Production value going up, folks.
And the next two awards,
that was a good joke.
I like that.
And the next two awards will be Alpha Awards presented by the one and only Montay. First up, we have Alpha Female.
Was that a cat?
Oh wow! Yeah.
Was that a cat?
I don't know who cat that is, but
because it's for the female. Alpha female.
Apparently, this category is going to be Alpha Female of the Year.
Oh, category.
And for anybody who's watching the definition, alpha is, you are top line, prime, you are the upper tier, you are the dominant of your species, things of that nature. So just keep that mentality. And first we have Brittany Renner, one of the most socially known alpha females for, being with a lot of different men, writing about it, getting famous off of it, quote unquote, playing PJ Washington after she already made it viral off of saying, if you want to, get, make it, just have a baby by an athlete, they're not really that smart, and then goes to actually supposedly do so. No, not saying she did or did in that way, but just that's the things that she's known for and what she said. And of course, you have Lori Harvey, the person who broke the heart of Michael B. Jordan, and right now has non-disclosure agreements for $1 million just for dating her. So we have her here. We have Chrisean Rock, who is not afraid to put hands on any dude, including her quote-unquote boyfriend, on and off, in the middle of the street, things of that nature. We have Nicki Minaj. We have the bully herself on social media, one of the alpha females of rap in and of itself. And then, of course, we have Jada Pinkett Smith, the person who has taken the soul of Will Smith over the course of about the last few years. And the red table talk has become something of a danger unto everybody who is on the show, basically, when it comes to their business and what goes viral. And so Alpha Female of the Year, if I got to look at it this way, oh, God. If I got to look at just Alpha Female of an Alpha Female, probably is, most likely it's just going to go to Lori Harvey, because I can say she went viral on these, not for like something horribly negative, for her and Michael B. Jordan breaking up, okay, fine. But some of these other ones, like, for one of them's on there for basically being known as a wild female, we'll try to keep the language up there. There's somebody else who's known for putting hands on somebody and being one of the most toxic, spouses that we've ever seen. Nicki has just been a bully for all the wrong reasons on social media. And then Jada Pinkett Smith, Jesus Christ. So, like, Lori Harvey, at least, is probably on this list as an alpha female for, like, the least negative thing out of everybody here. And when you think of the idea of what alpha female is in social media, at least, somebody that don't need a man, that, is like doing the best things for herself and for her business and for her mentality and, for her future and all that, having $1 million non-disclosure agreements to make sure that nothing happens of what you do when you're dating gets out into the public. And pretty sure, that would fit the idea of alpha female for a lot of social media thought process minded people. So we'll just go with that. Let's go with Lord Harvey.
I agree. I'm not even going to. Why? Because I have never heard
Montay
her.
had me at non-disclosure agreements today.
I have never heard her speak. I haven't even seen her tweet. To go viral without speaking or tweeting is insane.
Y'all think it's good though?
Yep. The less you say, the better, because that way people don't take your quotes and misuse them.
Yo, she don't say a word. She don't tweet nothing. She put pictures on Instagram every once in a while, and still her name viral every once in a while.
Y'all gonna dodge the question? Y'all think it's good
that she don't talk? I said, yeah.
No, I'm talking about it's good. I'm trying to be.
Well, if you charging $1 million to date, I'm pretty sure if Nick's still dating.
Look, I've learned that no matter how beautiful you look, that ain't got nothing to do with your skills there. So I have
exactly.
No
like, what if you're getting a non-disclosure agreement because she's garbage in bed?
Okay,
and she don't want nobody to know.
Saying, I don't know.
No, I'm saying, but what if?
But I have no idea.
Non-disclosure agreement.
No idea.
I have no idea, and I put it all on the line and get in trouble. I'll take that. I'll take that case.
Joe is breaking the non-disclosure agreement as soon as she breaks up with him.
And he's going to pay $1 million.
I'll figure it out. Then y'all gonna turn my life into.
We going to Mexico, Joe. I got your back. We'll go to Mexico.
Don't worry, Joe he'll be a subject on make it make sense.
No, let's go. Yeah, that's where I would break the news. I'll break the news on Make It Make Sense.
Oh, that's fire.
and then I would want Monray to say, Joe, you can sign the NDA for telling us this right now. Are you sure? Because I feel like it will give me every out in the world to be like, Joe, are you sure you want to do this?
Are you sure this is what you want to do?
And I'm going to say yes. I'm ready to tell my story, and I'm just going to have I want that black silhouette. And I'm just gonna be like,
you got fire, bro.
You gonna have the voice changer.
Oh, I got you.
You know there we go. Yes.
That right there. And then Joe, you can turn on your voice changer
with a certain someone, and I was just it was a very traumatic experience that I would be willing to share. Just make sure I can't be seen, but I want to share my experience with this relationship. I will not speak the name of this person, but I will leave it to y'all to guesstimate who I'm speaking about. And it all started relatively well. It was nice, and as time went on, the personality changed, and they started asking me of things that I was not comfortable with. It started out with just a couple of touches, and then they asked me to take off my Bugs Bunny shirt. Can we stop Tate? Can we stop Tate, please?
Let him recompose himself. Oh my Lord. Bravo.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Got the voice changer.
Boy. Oh boy.
This, for the record, this is not Uniqo Williams.
Look, for the record, this is not Uniqo Williams. This is another person.
This is not Uniqo Williams. This is Wico Uniums. This is Wico Uniums, and
it all started at Steve Harvey's house.
Oh my gosh.
She wanted to be a little dangerous, so we went to Steve Harvey's house and we had sex in his closet with all of his suits.
Oh dear God!
Watching with all of his suits watching.
Did you wear any of the suits?
Oh my gosh!
I wore his biggest, longest suit jacket he had in the house. Trust and believe, I felt like it was a train of a wedding dress.
What are we doing?
I can't deal.
Oh,
I can't deal
Lord.
with him, man.
So, Tori, Joe, who y'all had on the list as alpha female of the year?
I'm going
bro.
with. Oh, go ahead.
No. He, like I said, he had me at non-disclosure agreement, bro. It's got to be Lori Harvey. Ain't none of these other. We know Nicki Minaj's business. You know what I mean? Her husband. We see it. We know. Don't come at me, Barbs. No, you can come at me. I don't care. Nicki West.
Man, I just want you to know that all barbs come in all sizes. Just
I know they do.
you know.
And bullets
In
come in
shapes.
all different calibers.
You're gonna have like Daisy. It's gonna be like
Don't shoot
Daisy
the
and
barb.
Barb. It's
That
gonna be
is
like
the most scumbag thing ever. Don't shoot
I'm
the barbs, bro.
gonna shoot anyone that threatens my life.
Tori. It's
Come
gonna be
on
like
now.
Daisy when the Barbs come at you, dog. Tori gonna be- he gonna have a magazine with the red head. They just coming like crawling out. That's in my fanfic of you, Tori. Tori,
Let
that's in
that
my fanfic of you.
AR-15 get some work in.
Tori got AR-15 and the Barb's just like, he said, somebody Nicki Minaj just start crawling toward him. That's in my fanfic. And they just coming at him like Daisy. I don't know if you
I'll put
survived
him
it,
down.
Tori. We
I
decided
better
to
hope
do
you
Tom-
chainsaw.
I
Man.
may not have the power of Scientology on my side like Tom Cruise, but I'm gonna make it shake.
I'm gonna do alpha male of the year because
Oh wait, hold
somebody
on.
Oh
I get
yeah, I
to
was
do
gonna say Joe's got to give
my
his.
female. The alpha female of the year for me is got to be the man that emasculated her own husband in front of the whole world. And I got to go with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh,
Will go up there and slap him. B, also Will, I'm about to say that you lost your composure in that moment instead of standing behind you. 3, I'm gonna use a whole bunch of misdirection and use of words so as to say the word had sex with somebody several times, but not say I had sex with somebody several times. I'm gonna call it an entanglement. I'm gonna say he needed some healing.
and don't forget,
know
she turned August Alsina gay.
August Alsina
he can't get that vintage no more, so he might as well. No.
I'm just
Wild, bruh.
Allegedly. And then also I just want to say that I mean that was emasculating a man that I know has more than hundreds of millions of dollars in career earnings, and he's just letting you just be on bullshit. And them kids is just who they are at this point. I don't know who the hell Willow and Jaden are. Them niggas is lost. They should have been outside playing instead of working. They may if you go into Jaden Smith's house, I bet that's what you have to do. You have to go through like some trials and tribulations with a lamp, play Elden Ring just to get in and say,
Hey, don't you take
just to
Elden
get in
Ring
and say,
stuff.
oh, is that my hot and ready? Like you imagine being a Papa John's driver delivering to Jada Smith's crib, and the first thing it says is grab the lantern. That's what it says in the delivery instructions. Grab the lantern.
All Jada
don't-
demons just come out. Joe walking through the house like,
I'm like, nigga. And
Whole
then,
bunch of
scream at you.
misfits.
Some
then he
scream at you.
and then he gives you a $5 bill as a tip after you just went through all these trials to deliver his damn pizza. Something's
If Will
not right in
Smith's
that.
son's only tipping $5, we're fighting.
Willow hit
He's
you
gonna-
with like
he's
a
gonna-
braid or something.
He's gonna
No, she's bald. She's bald out of solidarity with her mom.
He's
But
gonna turn around. He's gonna turn.
She still got that hair whip somewhere. She swing it up.
After you finish the last God of War puzzle, he's gonna open a door. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna be like, "Is that stuffed crust?" And then he's just gonna give you $5, and he's gonna go on his way. He's gonna eat a Little Caesars pizza after you've just gone through the 13
I
trials
read from
of
crying.
Hercules.
Is that red from
I don't
crying?
know why Joe's Jaden Smith impression is so
And then he's
fucking
like,
funny.
yeah, that's the other part too.
That's
The
stuff
delivery
crust.
driver's like, have you been in here crying all day? And if you know if there's a man bat out there that just had a fight,
Oh shit.
The thing
what are
always
you
out
crying
there.
about?
It's always out there, Joe.
Jada Smith's house is a 19-hour MPO.
We gotta find an animator to animate this story, like Joe Budden.
The pizza guy, Call it the pizza guy. Starring me.
Joe is a
Animate
piece
me.
of guy with a lantern walking through.
And my goal each week is to deliver a pizza successfully to Jada Smith, or I
Jada
lose a
Smith.
life. Or I lose a life.
You got to make it through the dungeon.
Help.
Hey, clip this shit. Clip this. Jada, the Jada Smith RPG. That'll be great.
We're about to
It's just a pizza delivery driver.
It's about the 52-minute mark.
I could pick up my friends along the way, like Zelmae was the first delivery driver, and I'm like, he's like, he might not want to go through there. And he's giving me tips and shit. on a chirp boost.
Hey, make that little Kanye beginning where you run around, you click me and be like, do you want to? No, I'm gonna go myself the first time. I'm like, good luck. And then,
I'm doing this for all the pizza men before me. This is gonna be the best anime ever. Okay, in the power of panship for pan pizzas. Anyway, all right. Anyway, Alpha Mills, right? Yeah.
Alpha Males of the Year. We have Andrew Tate. We done talked about him enough. Hasanabi, who destroyed Andrew Tate in a debate, so he has to be up here just because he destroyed the top G in the debate, and he's still mad about it. Talking about random women from Romania, talking about you're manly unlike Hassan, which is complete. I don't believe nobody from Romania is just being like that. We have Deion Sanders, who left a whole community crying and sad without water because Jackson, Mississippi, again, does not have water, and took all the players and all the coaches. Kevin Samuels, the original top G of that community, but he wasn't quite as hateful as they wanted, so they found their God. And Drake, because Drake is always Drake.
This is a good one. If you can throw the list up there, if you don't mind, I'll start it off. I'll get it cracking if y'all don't mind. I'll run it off real quick, just because I'm off the alpha adrenaline of being a pizza delivery guy.
Let's go.
Are you in there? So I'm kind of stuck between Deion Sanders. Actually, the last three, I'm kind of stuck because, like, on one hand, I'm thinking Drake. He did some pretty cool shit. He's done some great things. He's kicked people out of his house. It's pretty alpha male-ish. He asked you politely to not come in here and record. He asked you what are your hopes and dreams, and you want to just come in here and record them. That's terrible. That's not proper. That's not proper. Kevin Samuels, I mean, he was so alpha that they was happy you was gone. There's power in that. After you died, they said good. What? All I did was tell you that you have 6 kids, you're 39 and you're single, and you're going to get in there all between the ages of 3 and 9, and you think you saying that you a catch, and you make $20,000 a year. Y'all mad at Kevin? That's alpha male shit. Y'all mad at him? Y'all projecting your shortcomings onto him, and in death. Okay, so there's that. Deion Sanders, big move though. That was he handled his bit. I'm going Drake.
The man put on cornrows and started kicking women out of his house. He has a nice bathroom, I heard from Joe.
Let's not forget there was a scandal at the beginning of the year where the girl the girl tried to take the condom, but he had already put hot sauce.
Oh yeah,
in
that
it,
was
so.
this year. Sauce condom by there.
That was beginning of the year. That was like January. So we got turkey basters. Nope, not gonna work. Already got Tabasco in it. Not gonna work. My sperm is 100% dead. Yeah, I'm giving it to Drake. And then also, I mean, it's just the fact that for whatever reason, everyone still knows that song though. Even though they tried to make Drake into the effeminate, everyone still knows that song.
He is feminine. You don't say a man's name like that. Bro, if you start saying 21 and you start dancing like this, it's very feminine.
21.
He didn't dance like that.
Man,
asking another nigga to talk to the ops for you is crazy. Asking another nigga to talk to the ops for you is wild.
And his voice is so he didn't even do the hard voice. Like,
how you an alpha male asking 21 to talk to the ops?
21 Savage is alpha male.
Also, I mean, and going back into that, Kai Cenat got that clip of 21 reacting to these. That I mean, Kai was gold. Kai had a good year.
Tor?
Bruh, I gotta give it to fucking Andrew Tate. What do you mean, bro? It's Andrew Tate. Niggas, what are you
I'm not
talking
sure
about?
if this is gag shit or not.
Top
Like,
G, nigga. Top G. Kickboxing champion. Woman slaying. Rolex wearing. Bugatti driving. Andrew Tate.
He got 33 cars to give up a
and
lot
I'm
of
having a
emissions.
hard time keeping these gators down.
His emissions are next level, bruh. You know how much he's polluting the goddamn environment every day?
Yeah,
To this
all right.
day, from jail, he's still holding it down. Top G shit.
If this was a joke just to fuck with me the whole year, I get it now. I catch it now.
No,
That's how I did Lil B as that's how I did Lil B
no,
as
don't
being
you
the
talk
best
bad
rapper
about the
alive.
bass god, yo. Shout out to the bass
No, I'm
god.
just saying that's why I said about Lil B being the best rapper alive.
I
was
got the
trolling.
little B follow back on Twitter. It's
You
lit.
do got it. I saw it earlier this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, Andrew Tate, bro. He be putting bitches in place, beating Pierce Morgan in chess. After he converted to Islam, bro. It's all haram now. You know what it is.
He got
So,
True
yeah.
Jordan finally canceled.
Yeah, True Jordan can't come around them streets no more. Now I don't know. Now the Top G's put away, but it's only 30 days. Yeah, Andrew Tate, bro, Alpha Male of the Year. He is the Matrix Buster, bro.
Montay.
So you know, we're gonna ignore Andrew Tate completely.
Oh, of course we are.
Because, like, please, I'm not gonna pick a bad copy of the original.
Bruh, he's not a copy of Kevin Samuels.
Yes,
Kevin Samuels is far less controversial than Andrew Tate.
Yes, he's a complete bad copy.
Kevin Samuels would never say if you
Exactly
bald,
what
you're
he
not
is.
alpha because you
But it's
ain't
fine.
bald.
I was going to say, Kevin
I'm gonna ignore
Samuels
him.
far
Hey,
more
Tor.
respectful.
Montay drinks soy milk. That's why he don't like to touch.
I'm gonna ignore him. I'm gonna ignore him. But to me, honestly, I'm stuck probably between Drake and Kevin Samuels just easily. Drake, you know, quote unquote alpha male, you know, hilarious stories, you know, decided to talk smack in her loss about
He couldn't get Rihanna though.
completely out of nowhere, you know, got a stallion line in there that's questionable. It always going viral with this random stuff, you know, got people lying on him or, you know, telling stuff about what he's doing. Because I don't really know if she lying or not. I'm not gonna speak on that. But you know, got people telling stories about him possibly flying them out, smashing them raw, asking about kids, you know, signing on.
He wouldn't be with no girl that had Bath and Body Works lined up like that.
So
that's what they say.
We
Can
don't.
I just ask you a question real quick, Ma Ray? I'm just asking you a quick. The first time you hang out with a girl, are you rubbing her stomach and asking if she wants to kiss? Or is that weird?
First time is crazy.
That's weird, and the girl got to be like 20 out of 10 for me to want to impregnate her immediately. So, you know,
like, is he like? Okay, I'm starting to rethink my thought because I'm thinking of him like laying on her, like on her lap, and then just.
That's wild. I was thinking maybe they were spooning, and he hit her with the
alpha male. To be simple, it's probably just gonna be Kevin Samuels. Just
nigga, it's got to be Andrew Tate. What are y'all doing? He's got 12 new daddies.
No, Andrew Tate is just like a virus.
I'm pretty sure Andrew Tate probably had more money than Kevin Samuels. Though.
Who cares? Like when you think of the original term alpha male, most of the
time, we didn't say how he acquired the money. That's why he got Scumbag of the Year. Okay,
right? It don't matter. Like most of the time,
say how he acquired the money.
Most of the time went viral because of Kevin Samuels, because of his idea. Like everything.
I just don't equate Kevin Samuels to freaking Andrew Tate like you do. But I knew of Andrew Tate before I knew of Kevin Samuels though.
Yeah, you did because you are of the scumbag variety. But everybody else is not of the scumbag variety.
Hey, that nigga played a cold played a cold game on freaking Big Brother until he got his heart broken, yo.
No, Andrew Tate, yeah, sure, he's an example.
And he did have some decent. He did have some decent professional kickboxing fights. If you go look at him,
he's currently arrested for possibly, you know.
Until innocent until proven guilty.
I said possibly.
I don't think the top G would do that.
You also wouldn't think he would hide in Romania until he got found because of a reaction video because he couldn't keep his mouth shut. But that is what it is. We ain't gonna talk about that part. But either way, I would give it to Kevin Samuels just simply because like the idea of the term alpha male going viral a lot of times is attributed to Kevin Samuels and what he was doing on his podcast and stuff like that nature. So I would just give it to him just out of default more or less.
Oh, like an in memoriam type gig.
This is like out of default.
By the way, this is for people that don't know. This is like kind of a joke type. Alpha female probably more serious because I can't think of no joke female. But the alpha male type is kind of joke. That's how we do it. But I was going with Tori with the top G, but then a little 19-year-old girl ratioed him harder than anybody on earth. So and then got him arrested. So I can't put him up there. A little bitty Greta Thunberg put you. She didn't put him in jail. This stuff for people to know, but. She did ratio him 2.8 mil to 100,000. So you can't be getting ratioed by a little girl like this and be called the alpha top G anymore. So I'm gonna have to give it to. I would say Kevin, but it's only been half a year, so we gotta give it to Drizzy at the end for me. So gotta be Drizzy Drake because why Drake do some
majority then.
Drake won the majority.
But like this is gonna be the first one that will not have a clear answer because we all have 4 different ones.
No.
Well, me and Joe said Drake.
Yeah, Joe went Drake too.
I can accept that.
Yeah, I was
thinking
just
about hating on the top G, bro. He's out here just living his life.
I would think about it, but then a little 19-year-old girl ratioed him harder than
he living life high. I think
they said it's the hardest ratio there is, bro.
You might get life too, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, the Greta ratio was wild.
Movie of the year.
Oh,
we have some movies. We got Top Gun Maverick, the highest grossing domestic movie. We have The Batman, DC's only saving grace. We have Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever. We had to pick a Marvel movie because Marvel made the most money again this year overall. And Dragon Ball Superheroes because Joe loved Dragon Ball. That's the reason it's on here. Let me be honest. There's no other reason to be on here besides Joe love it. So the Joe anime movie of the year, and we need an anime movie. And it really wasn't nothing that stood out like that. So we picked Dragon Ball Super. Quickly, what do y'all think? Who y'all think got it? We don't have to spend a lot of time on the next few. But
I would like to come on record and say that this is going to be the first topic where I refuse to vote for anything on the screen. I believe there is no movie of this year. If it is, it's not none of these. I refuse to vote for anything. I'm sorry.
We had a hard time picking this because Top Gun Maverick is the highest grossing domestic movie.
Nigga, you just forced Top Gun Maverick on the list. I was going to say, no one else thought about it.
In general, because none of these movies, I'm like, which one of these movies stood out? You like Spider-Man?
I rescind my vote.
I'm feeling with Montay. I'm like,
I'll go with the Batman just because I enjoyed it.
Let's go with Black Panther 2 because I'm black.
I'm going Black Panther 2 as well, which means
there
Black
we
Panther
go.
2 wins. It made me cry.
Damn.
That's a mark of a good movie. I'm not saying I don't even know if that's my favorite movie, but I did ask for Dragon Ball Superheroes to be on there because
I was too busy with my misogynistic view takes to pay attention to Wakanda. I was like, damn, they got Ocean Mexicans and a female Black Panther.
I'm sorry, I was just thinking about the real life actor, and kind of made me cry. Like, damn, that could happen to any fucking body.
That Chadwick Boseman's passing super sad, but. That didn't make it like a female Black Panther.
Well, she was in the comic books, so they could go up there. And it was
I didn't like it in the comics either. If that's
it was just a transition, like it is now. So it's just a transition period.
Also, the MIT girl, she had to ran track or play volleyball at some point. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh, you said them glutes was up there? She had like nice
squats.
My
God.
TV show here, which I am.
Get out that super suit. Fuck that Iron Man shit, man. Go back in the lab. Put on that Wakanda. Never mind.
Hey man, he liked the little suit where they just wear tights. I see you, Joe. TV show the year.
She was in that lab getting it in. I said, damn. Research me.
Keep It
This is a
99
tough one, man.
show of the year. The House of the Dragon, Ring of Power, Bel-Air, and P Valley.
The answer is Bel-Air. I've spoken.
House of the Dragon all day.
The answer is Bel-Air. It gave hope to remakes of actual old shows. Proved a bunch of people who were iffy or saying it wasn't going to be good. Actually proved them wrong. Gave us a nice group of new stars to look hopeful to. Coco Jones is beautiful and she can sing. So I would give it to Bel-Air. Definitely looking forward to season 2. I believe it is good sauce. I even saw Marlon Wayans back on there acting like a deadbeat dad. Man, I'm happy with it. I'm good with it.
I gotta go House of the Dragon because it redirected a whole fan base that hated a whole TV show from season 7 and 8. We got House of the Dragon. We got that first season, and then everyone loved it again. It was peak TV fiction. It covered the whole emotional spectrum. You had moments where you laughed. There were moments that were sad. There were moments that were just plain gross. There were moments that freaking made you feel like you yourself were in mortal peril at certain points in time. It was an amazing show. And like I said, Game of Thrones was all but dead as a property, bro. After the garbage that they gave us for season 7 and 8, and then they turned it around with a single season of House of the Dragon. I mean, come on now.
This was too tough for me because House of the Dragon was great, but I want to make sure that I'm not getting lost in the moment because that's the last one that came out. Bel-Air did a great job of doing what it does, and P Valley was pretty damn good too. I know what I need to do. I need to go into season 1 of Overall 99 Media Joe and keep it black. So now that
don't forget in House of the Dragon, they added a whole black family. Wasn't.
Now that 98% or now that like 30% of like House of the Dragons is disqualified or anyway, because only 30% of the cast was considered anyway black. But they had blonde hair. Hey, so where we at now is between Bel-Air and P Valley, and I'm not sure, man. I think I really appreciate what Bel-Air did do, like to Monterey's point. They did a great job of letting us know that anything is possible. But P Valley was so damn good, though. It was gripping. Every storyline was amazing. I'm gonna give it to P Valley because every character was important, and with there being more characters, they're important. But whereas in Bel-Air, we just zeroed in on that family, so I think that's going to take the edge.
All right, it's up to me then. Everybody pick something different, so let's go. Ring of Power is the most astonishing, beautiful show of all of them. It moved like a video game, like 144 hertz of an amazing show. But out of all the shows, it is probably the weakest and by far the most expensive. It started off slow. It got stronger then, but it started off slow, so it's 4th place. The House of the Dragon, as Tori said, revived the Game of Thrones hope in a lot of fan bases. Bel-Air. Oh my God, I love Bel-Air. I love Bel-Air so much. That was my beginning of year special. That is probably our biggest viewed show besides Queen Serpent. So I want to show that love. And P Valley. P Valley is also the P Valley is Mississippi. So I adore anything that rep Mississippi, even though some stuff is the accents are not Mississippi. It's more Baton Rouge and Atlanta, which intrigued
Memphis?
me. Yeah, a little Memphis. That's only one person in Memphis. The rest of them was a lot of Baton Rouge. I'm like, why does everybody talk like they from Baton Rouge? I know it's close to Louisiana border, but Baton Rouge ain't that close to Louisiana border that they talk like that. So, this is hard. I love all of them equally, so I'm just gonna go off the most popular, and the House of Dragons had to do it. So we just going off popularity overall. So it had to be the House of the Dragon. I'm sorry. I love all three of them equally, and them the shows that did numbers for us. So I had to like do a cop out. What's the most popular show then? I gotta go the House of the Dragon. Got that for me. And next up is Tori.
We got video game of the year.
Yeah, video game of the year.
We got some good nominees, yo. We got Elden Ring. I mean, what can we say about Elden Ring besides it being graphically stunning? The gameplay was fulfilling. I mean, the story, if that's what you were there for outside of the challenge, may not have been one of the strongest things, but once you get into the lore and all the pieces, because if you've played any FromSoft game, you know that you're never going to get your lore straightforward, even though you got a lot more with Elden Ring than I feel like we've gotten from almost any other FromSoft game. God of War Ragnarok, I mean, bruh, that game, it came out end of the year, but it was everything they promised. I feel like it was for real. Like they were like, we are delivering, and it felt rushed in certain spots, but overall, it was a super strong game. I enjoyed the story, except for a few parts. The side quests actually felt like you were doing something. It wasn't just like tedious, mindless freaking lemmings work. You actually felt like you were building to something. The stories you got from the side quests were all amazing. Horizon Forbidden West, I feel like, is on here because it was super popular. I honestly didn't get into it all that much. I played the beginning of it. I mean, I enjoyed the first Horizon a whole bunch, but I mean, it did numbers. People bought it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, proximity chat, bruh. Proximity chat. I mean, other than that, I feel like Call of Duty is super straightforward. You sort of got it down. Shooting niggas, you can't get too innovative with it, or you lose the essence, I feel like. And Bayonetta 3's here because we wanted to put a Switch game in there. But I enjoyed Bayonetta 3. The story, it had fun story beats that actually tied back to the other games. The gameplay with all the demons was super fun. But yeah, it was a good game, especially for the Switch with its limited range of capabilities in certain areas. But Bayonetta 3 used everything it could, and they put together a really decent game. But I feel like the winner for me has to be Elden Ring. I mean, think about our Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton, bro. What would he want us to pick? It's Elden Ring, bro. It's always been Elden Ring.
I was just waiting for Joe to hit the clap thing, but I didn't hear it, so I guess we didn't get it.
I was gonna say, anyone. I figured that was probably a pretty easy consensus on video game of the year.
Anybody dispute Elden Ring? Because I'm going with Elden Ring too. So
no, this is one of the few times we'll agree.
And I'm going Ragnarok.
Joe, you ain't played Elden Ring. That's why I forgot you.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a reason. There's a reason why. I've contended this. I think this is the first Elden Ring that left outside of. I feel like Elden Ring is the first one that's outside of that crowd of people that play that game. Like they actually brought in more mainstream people with that one. I will give you that. I just think that God of War is a little bit more accessible. People are more, privy to it and whatever. I appreciate the underdog Elden Ring, but I mean, they do have Elden Ring has a huge community. I get that their community is huge. It just used to be so tight knit, like almost gatekeeperish. But whereas Ragnarok seems more accessible.
PS players would get on your ass if you ain't winning.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to give a shout out to Elden Ring. I've watched people play it all the time. And it looks like a fun ass game. And I actually watched some lore. So like even like what is the point of this? So
but okay, so off the votes we got Elden Ring Game of the Year.
I think Elden Ring for Game of the Year.
Next up we got presenting. Montay is presenting next. Anime of the Year.
I hated those controls for 8 Atreus, by the way. I think that was stupid. Why did it make me beat him? Anyway,
is up there. So I had to release some messages, but we appreciate everybody joining us for Anime of the Year.
Whoa! Excuse me, hold on. Did you say Kratos is mid at some point in life? You said Kratos.
I don't know what you're talking about. So everybody, we're here for Anime of the Year.
Okay.
We have some wonderful choices here. We have, of course, Demon Slayer. It started from the bottom. Now we're here. Demon Slayer had a wonderful second season. With the first battle against the Upper Moon 6. We had Attack on Titans final season part 1. Yeah, it's absurd as it sounds. And we had Spy X Family, a wonderful surprise. It had season 1 and 2 come out this year. It was very nice surprise, very good, wholesome anime to watch. We had Chainsaw Man, very bloody, gory, but wonderful start to a wonderful anime, hopefully. We had Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War arc, something that's been long awaited by the Bleach community and anime community as a whole. And then finally, we had My Hero Academia season 6 came out this year as well. And those are our choices for anime of the year. And out of those,
why do you hate on Edge Runners? Why?
Out of those choices, I believe we're gonna go. It's actually pretty tough. It's actually a pretty tough choice between those wonderful anime. Special shout out to Mob Psycho season 3. That's also a good one.
It was amazing.
But out of these,
it's got to be Edge Runners, of course.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Out of these, it's actually pretty tough to choose like just an anime of the year. If I had to just like, it's actually probably the toughest one for me. I'm gonna actually go with Spy Family. I'm gonna go with that because the rest of these were somewhat expected to be good because generally a lot of them had the manga and stuff adaptation that were very popular among everybody.
Except for Edge Runners.
I said everybody generally had like expectation of how good it was going to be. But Spy X Family was something that the manga wasn't as popular and it's not really as based on like superpowers and all this other kind of stuff. Even though it does have like spies and stuff like that, they're not really super powered with bankais or quirks or things of that nature. It's just like, okay, we're here, and it's a really good story, really funny. Something that you can watch with a bunch of people. Something you don't have to be super serious about. I enjoyed. It was a surprise. Had 2 seasons come out, so you didn't even have to wait 6 months to a year, for just to get another part of it, another taste of it. Ending credit, the songs are good, all the characters are good. Just a really nice surprise, and I appreciate that. And shout out to the one Tori keeps on saying, Cyberpunk Edge Runner. We established that it was a good anime. It's probably the least good anime out of everything on this list, except probably Attack on Titan season 15, whatever you want to call that. It was a good surprise, video game anime. I give it wonderful props for that, but it's not going to be anime of the year in any case. But we give it credit for 10 good episodes.
Tori, have you already established?
I mean, think Cyberpunk Edge Runners. It revived a whole franchise.
It
did. It definitely did.
It did save that game.
It definitely saved the game. Bro,
the DLC revived the franchise. It did.
No, the anime revived it, and then they decided they were going
to announce the DLC revived the franchise.
They almost canceled the DLC.
I was going to say they damn near canceled it till the anime.
But the DLC revived the franchise.
No, it did. The anime did. And I mean, the soundtrack, if you want to talk soundtracks, it's got one of the best soundtracks in anime. And it's beautiful because they took the soundtrack from the game and they repurposed it into something wholly amazing. I mean, the story grips you. It hits it was Studio Trigger's magnum opus, I feel like. The colors are all super rich and beautiful. I mean, the story, think about David and freaking the story of Rebecca when Adam smashed. But to clear all this up, my choice for anime of the year is Chainsaw Man.
I thought you could actually pick Cyberpunk. I'm gonna go next, and we can save Joe for last. Let's save Joe for. I want to hear because I don't know. I actually don't know his, so that's interesting to me. I want to hear his for last. But I'm sorry that last episode when the song played won me over in a close race. It was Bleach. I'm sorry, I got so much nostalgia out of it that I got so excited. And it's legit up there because the first 2 seasons for me, even after reading the manga, I knew it was gonna be amazing. And then they put Mappa and the teams on it to actually do it justice. Not Mappa, I mean what his name did it, but they put the team on there to do it justice. It was beautiful. It was well written. It was well spaced out. Good time and everything. I enjoyed Bleach, so it gotta be Bleach. And Joe can decide, or he can just throw us into a 4-way tie.
For me, it's going to be between Bleach and Attack on Titan. And Attack on Titan, if you've read the story, you still like how this was animated and what they did. Don't put it on Shadow. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't read the manga for Attack on Titan, then you're probably like, man, this is going pretty well. Now, Bleach 1,000-Year War Arc, I had never heard of it, and I now know about it, and it's been animated, and it started off like super crazy, and it got me going. It's tough for me. It's really tough for me. I would like, Your Honor, can you let the jury out for a second? I want to have a conversation. May I approach the bench? Your Honor, one of the other people in the jury is trying to get me to change my mind. They're threatening me. Somebody on the bench is threatening me. They're telling me I'm wrong. They're people are calling me traitors. People are saying they're trying to influence me by saying blatant untruths. They're trying to call people Zeke, trying to say that Zeke is bad. They're trying to say Levi carried the show, and they don't care about the dynamic of Attack on Titan, where it's about you never knowing that anything exists, and then you find out that an outside world does exist, and they just been playing y'all, and then it just has some kind of random ass nigga that apparently created you niggas and can manipulate your memories because y'all all a part of one big piece of sand. So I just want to throw that out there, Your Honor, for the record. And I'm gonna go with Bleach for Anime of the Year, and not because somebody was whispering in my ear or trying to. For the record, I'm not going to spoil this for our fans out there. I'm just going to say, for the record, somebody tried this several times, and this is the only outcome that worked. Shout out to anybody that could go back in time and tell their daddy, "Nah, nigga, do it, kill them kids." One of the most iconic scenes animated. Damn it, Aaron! I kill kids today. Because of you.
Shout out to that. Bleach won Anime of the Year. Shout out to them.
Hold on.
And now we're in the special portion of the show that ain't got nothing to do with all the topics we talked about all this year, but it has to do with us. I'm gonna let Joe introduce this topic. It's the toxic
toxic nigga of the year. Now, there's a lot of criteria to reach toxic nigga of the year, but honestly, you can sum it up to one thing: are you toxic or what? We got Afrokami 765. He has several kinks, and also some I don't give a damn. We all did blow that night, so it works out. So it evens itself out. We got me. I'm a DoorDasher. There's a lot going on with me. We got Monray. This is the epitome of silhouette of a nigga just doing shit. So
Are you saying Monray is the typical suspect?
I'm sorry. Uniqo.
Monray is the typical suspect. I'm here for it.
Over the rest of his names, I will read them to you.
Oh, yep. Give them the full rundown. Make sure they know his pedigree.
This is
Uniqo,
bullshit.
aka DoorDash, aka Jordan is a bench player, aka the coach is gone. Black Mary out, aka We Miss Robert, aka Black Panther is mid, aka Make Comedy Great Again, aka Mr. Michael Vick, aka The Young Heathen, aka Kristen Mingle. That is Uniqo Williams. Good sir.
That's not on my. Your Honor, can we have a jury leave for a second? May I approach the bench, Your Honor? None of this was ever. This is not. I don't have. When did they put this into evidence? I don't recall any of these names from this year. So I just want to. I want everything that he just said, strike it from the record. I believe just DoorDash is the only thing that can be.
Now because of this, we have a new name for him. His new name is now I don't recall. That is another one.
Oh, aka I don't recall is fire.
I simply believe that.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Joe. We gotta put in something else for Joe. Joe did call a girl on street.
And then get mad when she disagreed with him.
No, this ain't the one, Tor.
Oh.
You remember the person was the auntie died. And he said,
You would have come. He said she was
drunk.
She was in town. She was in town. You were trying to get her to come see you, but she was going to Indianapolis, so it was the other way. You tried to get her to turn around after she just told you her aunt died and she was going to comfort her cousin. I remember this story. It was hilarious.
What you doing? You should just drop by. Like, I'm not going that way.
It's like it was literally in the opposite direction. Like an hour in the opposite direction.
Can you put the list back up, please? Next up, so going back, we got Monray, who is the epitome of toxic. He just does it so that y'all don't know that he does it. He doesn't.
Low key toxic.
He doesn't quite do it on stream, but I know that there's a lot of toxicity going on over there.
You have no proof.
I don't, but I know it. I just know it.
I have no proof.
Next up, we got Zelmae, the fence sitter himself, by him never saying exactly how he feels either way, makes him toxic in himself and leaves everybody in perpetual circle where it just comes back to Zelmae saying, both of y'all right. And then we got Spider Cam, because just to go listen to Spider Cam about anything that has to do with females.
Cam
in accountability. Women in accountability. Go back and listen to Spider
Cam. They love body cam.
And they love his toxicity, by the way. So
exactly.
Most toxic of the year. I'm gonna give it to the sneaky nigga, Monray.
That's crazy. He wants to be a hater when there's clearly at least two other people on this list at least three other people on that list that are more toxic than me. But he's showing his toxicity literally. Somebody that blatantly is not the correct answer. But it's okay.
I called somebody on stream.
You called multiple people on stream
about their dead aunt.
You asked them what they were doing. They told you that they were going to see their cousin because their aunt had died. And you said you should come see me first. And then she was like, but that's in the opposite direction. And you were like, no, you should still come see me first. And then you were like, well, I guess if you go come see me after, that's fine.
Since I was attacked, I will gladly go second and say the correct answer. The correct answer for the most toxic nigga is obviously the Afrokami 765. This is not even a debate. This is very easy. We literally call him the scumbag of the show. Like, he has done multiple scumbaggy things. He's blatantly defending Andrew Tate over like everybody else.
Tate speech is free speech.
Like, this is a perfect example. Like, what
but
are we talking about?
He did say Free Robert was too far though.
Yeah, he was out there peeing on kids. That's wild.
Uniqo Williams is just attacking me, but I'm not going to waste my vote just to attack Uniqo Williams because he wants to be blatantly wrong about a few choices we made on our show today. But that's fine though. Like, so we're gonna just, and we appreciate the bot over there, but we're gonna give it obviously to the Afrokami 765 with Uniqo Williams being number 2 for his wrongful choices and his slanderous attempts to bury the name of Montay Hudson.
Tor.
No good, dirty, low down.
I've gone by many titles in my day. I've been I've been known as a gaslight guru. I've been known as a purveyor of perversion, a miser of morals, a duke of debauchery, if you will. But
Oh God, say it again.
I got to give it to Joe. I mean, bruh, this nigga.
Bullshit.
He pops up with his collared shirts and his fucking flamboyant hats. Nigga got how many different glass frames you got, nigga? This nigga this nigga out here hosting fashion shows, preying on impressionable models trying to start their careers. I mean, come on, folks. And I'm a horrible person. I've never claimed to be otherwise. But there's only one clear choice here.
He made Uniqo Williams leave the set.
Yo, if we're being honest, I was
Nigga just destroyed my career and everything I'm worth in one.
like I was going over the list.
You know these things that should be viewed as good, but nigga, no, you found a way to twist it up. No, you don't just host fashion shows. You play on the models.
Zelmae, you have your own choice here. You have 3 different answers. You might even make it a
Hold up. Yeah, this is 3 different answers.
It's one for Tori, one for me, one for Uniqo Williams.
Look at the great fence sitter. He done made it out of this again.
That's how you get out of these situations. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably a little more annoyed in 2023 and not less good fun. So it might piss people off. But this was hard. Why? Because Tory list is long. The things he have done is wild. However, the most egregious things that happened on the show was from Joe. From free Robert Kelly and to calling a girl telling her to not care about her cousin's thing is 2 of the wildest things I have seen on this show. To the point where Tori said, "Whoa!" Where Tori said, "Whoa, whoa." That's the 2 wildest things I've ever seen on this show. Then I had to go into who have attacked each other on this show, and Tori and Joe attacked each other. So,
me and Joe may have attacked each other once or twice on the show. That might be true.
So that made it even harder. So this is hard. Let's see who I go with. If we accumulate, it's Tori. Well, if we go at the top, it's Joe. So that's the thing.
That's the most fence-sitting shit of all time.
I was about to say I am far more.
God damn it!
But thanks to the wrestling show and Jim Cornette, I'm gonna give it to Tori.
Oh, toxic nigga of the year! I'll take it.
And mostly because what he said on the last show, because Joe would have won it if Tori didn't wild out on the last Friday's wrestling show. By telling all the girls they just need to get no camera.
No, I just said that they could make far more money doing that than they are wrestling. And they're all beautiful women. I'm saying they could empower themselves with large capital, huge influxes of cash. That's all I was saying. But I gleefully accept this award from the Academy. I appreciate it, guys.
And now our last award is the moment of the year for overall 99. And we had some crazy moments.
We did.
We had some crazy moments. First off, we started with Uniqo Williams. We have talked about it, saying Free Robert might be the wildest thing I have heard on this show. It was like to the point where people in the comments got upset. And I have never, outside of that one show with BMT, I have never seen so many people in the chat attack someone as they attacked Joe. So that was
Free Robert was wild.
Yeah, Free Robert Joe got attacked more than anybody except BMT. BMT got attacked the most on that one show on Locker Up, but they ain't officially our show, so I can't really put that on our moment. But next is the Schultz and Kanye argument between Joe and Tori, and when somebody told them to get it out of their mouth. So that argument was wild. The third is a viewer came in and said, your skin looks so good, I want to wear it to Tori. And start asking where people lived and start trying to find out people's real names, which was a very interesting moment of the show.
Yeah.
My fence sitting has been a
He's a
constant.
wobbler.
The wobbler on this show has been me fence sitting because I like to think of everybody ideas, but everybody attacking me for it, so don't worry. Yeah, I might win toxic nigga next year. I might. I don't know yet. I'm still on the fence on that.
Don't worry. We'll even waive your first month's fees once you join the Scumbag Society. I got you, dog.
And Montay's Dragon Ball Super rant, because it was long. It was 35 minutes.
It was passionate, bro. It was a passionate speech. That nigga said what he meant about that movie.
And Tori, and that's the one time on this show that's the one time I remember hearing that Tori did not interrupt once.
Yeah, he was in the zone, bro. And I agreed, so I couldn't even. I was like, damn, I can't even step in.
Joe was trying to defend. It didn't work because Montay passion was too hard. Joe, like, we haven't seen it yet. Montay, like, I saw it. And it was a passionate speech. So who do y'all have for moment of the year on our show?
Who's gonna go first?
Man, forget it. I'm voting for that Uniqo, no matter what I want. No, I'm just saying. Probably I would probably say the wildest moment would. I'm stuck between the first two, to be honest with you. I really am stuck between the first two. That man saying "Free Robert" is literally in my intro. Like that.
It is.
That man saying "Free Robert" is literally in my intro. Like, I can't deny that. That was a wild moment. And then those two going at it for about 30 minutes on this freaking show. So I'm just gonna go with Uniqo saying "Free Robert." I think that's just like one of the wildest things. Even though we understand what he meant, it is still wild. I'm going to go with.
I'm not saying free R. Kelly.
I'm saying
free
Robert. Bro.
That was good. I show respect to that.
It was fire.
He said, I'm not saying free R. Kelly. My man had a little throat thing in it for us too, the little creep.
I was gonna say that nigga, there was passion there. Sounded like he was R. Kelly's nephew. He was giving a test. That was powerful though.
Tor?
No, I think Free Robert, just his testament, because I don't want to encourage anybody to think wearing my skin is a way to win any sort of award. Not gonna lie.
That's valid. That's actually really valid.
So I feel like the safest out of these is definitely Free Robert. And like I said, as much as I have fun arguing with Joe, I mean, tune in, folks. You guys can see that damn near any night.
Joe.
I mean, the man told me to stop sucking another man's penis. I mean, he said it on the internet. Nigga, I woke up the next day like, that nigga just tell me to get Kanye's dick out my mouth.
He did say that.
And I woke up the next day and I was like, nigga, I took a walk with my hands. I took an anime walk.
I had an extreme episode when I was watching this one podcast. These two people were arguing about Schultz and Kanye West. And one of them said one of the most debaucherous things I'd ever heard in all of my 16 years. I heard him say, take his phalanx out of Ye's. Like, it was just take his phalanx out of his mouth. It was like, what is this phalanx? What is this thing he's talking about? And when I looked it up on Google, I was appalled. I was scarred. I couldn't believe that's what they said on that channel. It was just couldn't take it.
Thank you, unanimous viewer. The 16-year-old
anonymous unanimous viewer is wild. Anonymous viewer.
Thank him for coming through on the show. You know what I mean?
We will be sure to send you V-Bucks.
Oh,
just drop your email.
Don't tell them that.
I missed it again. My bad. I had to go to the bathroom.
These have been some great testaments, though, Montay.
I'm pretty sure 16. I'm pretty sure 16-year-olds still are want V-Bucks.
No, they want Andrew Tate memorabilia.
Jesus Christ. That'll be the next time you tell me to get somebody's dick out of my mouth. And we're gonna say the next time.
Yeah, hey, I want to warn you ahead of time, Joe. You got to leave the top G alone, all right, bro? He's locked down right now. He can't defend himself.
Write him a letter in all 6 weeks.
In Romania, writing letters to Romanian jails is crazy.
But mine, I'm gonna say my moment of the year is every single time Zelmae does a long, fleshed out explanation to only end up on no answer.
I gave detailed explanation on both sides.
You give a detailed explanation on both
and then
sides,
make no decision on either side. I see both of your points, and I think they're valid.
During the daytime, you can see everything, but at night you get to sleep. So it's like, what?
I mean, there are pros and cons to both sleeping and being awake. I mean, your body regenerates and heals while you sleep, but you can accomplish so much more while you're awake. And that can help you improve in your life so you could then sleep more. But if you sleep more, you'd have more energy to accomplish more. So, I mean, whether you want to be awake or asleep, either is good, man.
Thank you for playing that clip for us, Zelmae, because that was an accurate depiction of what Zelmae does. So, yeah, but I had to be quiet for 35 minutes on Monterey's rant, so...
Hey, he hated that fucking
movie. I would never call you the B word seriously, Monterey. But BAN was going through my head the whole time. That's an acronym for folks that don't know.
That's crazy.
BAN.
He loved that movie though. Joe was like, these niggas are super heroes. God damn it.
I was just happy to see them niggas, and I could have did less with Gohan. I could have did less with Piccolo. Actually, I appreciate Piccolo in that movie.
Orange Piccolo was better than large hair Gohan.
Random power up Gohan did not sit well with me. No,
his hair was wild.
Let's make him hair look like Super Saiyan 2, so if he's a grown man,
why wouldn't they just make him have Super Saiyan 3 long ass hair? That's all I'm saying. That would have probably been cold.
Just stuck it all the way up like a Christmas tree.
Nigga.
How was it staying up there, dog? How is it staying? He shot a whole blast and the hair just stayed still.
All right, boys, get ready. We're staying in a hotel tonight. My water's not back on, so
these sons of bitches.
So let's
fix it.
Let's go to the Holiday Inn.
The Holiday Inn on New Year's Eve is wild.
Holiday Inn.
But yeah, I'm going Free Robert. I done mentioned it in the last two subjects, so
Free Robert takes it.
Who are the winners today?
For the people that wonder why I don't mention the other one that I talked about that Joe said, that was not on our show technically. That was on a Blur Cartel show. Blur AF. So, so that was not on our show. That's why and also that's why BMT wasn't on there for his rant when all the women attacked him.
Oh wow!
So that wasn't on there either because that's again not on our show. And Montay is hilarious. Shout out to him. And that's the end of the year, man. We had a great year, fun year. I had fun with y'all boys. Next year I'm going insane. So. To everybody, I hope y'all keep up because we're going crazy. I am going insane this year. This logo motivate me right there because I feel like everything I do is cool now.
Let's go.
So y'all gonna be seeing a lot of content about everything from OTK and all that stuff that these boys don't care about, but you see it because it's entertaining. Because I know y'all want to talk about it and all kind of stuff. So we're gonna do gaming content, anime content, more content on the channel. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to do skits at least once, a short at least once a week. We done figured out how to do it on here, so we can just do this little thing, and we can't do it while it's live, but we'll do a little skit on here and record and do some stuff and do shorts and all kind of stuff. Next year we're going crazy with content. We also might do some long form skits and all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us this year. And if you did rock with us this year, thank you, man. Because I know the content changed and it wasn't what it was. And we started doing more podcasts and it wasn't like short form content y'all used to last year with me. It was just me and Joe. And it was a lot of like 5-8 minute videos. So if you rock with the 40-minute, hour-long video for most of you, even though we're going to get back to more of those, I want to thank y'all because, like I said, we just trying to get the group together, get everybody used to doing stuff, having fun with y'all. But like I said, I'm going to do a lot more short videos. I'm pretty sure Joe going to do some short videos, and we're going to have more shorts. We're going to have more stuff from our podcast coming up in shorts. We didn't do it a lot this year, but next year we're going to do a lot more, having like stuff from the shows on there and having shorts and getting more content out to you on Instagram, Twitter, all of that. And that's my guarantee to y'all. That's my only resolution. None of that stuff matter because we're going to grind and we're going to be successful this year. So if you stuck with us, thank you for watching us grow. And I appreciate y'all. Any word from y'all?
Yeah. Stay tuned for the Uniqo Hudson arc. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be 2020.
Uniqo Hudson is wild.
The first quarter of the year is going to be crazy. There's an arc coming.
So long as Dragon Ball Super doesn't have another mid movie, or ass movie, it shouldn't be no problems between us.
By the way, animators hit us up. We got y'all. We got to get y'all in the Joe store.
Yeah. I need to.
And hopefully, we can go into 2023 just being less judgmental as a whole. I mean, some of us are more judgmental than others, but
why am I taking attacked tonight?
I don't
because he started shit. You started shit in the private. No, fuck that. You started shit.
No, I agree. I agree with Montay's Dragon Ball Super take, but that's a judgmental ass nigga.
No, I'm not.
You talking shit in the pre-production meetings, nigga. You talk shit during the show. You say it out loud too. Man, fuck all that.
I am just a normal.
How dare you voice your opinions on a show that's completely based on our opinions?
I'm thinking, and I try to be cool with everybody. I don't fence it. I tell you exactly how I think, how I feel. And I don't see any problem. I haven't said nothing.
I'm not a scumbag then.
Hi, first time caller.
You're your friend here. Shout out to
first time, long time.
I just want to say, I survived a Monterey Hudson attack. So
we're here for you to share your story. I know how harshly judgmental Montay can be at certain points in time. I know he doesn't care about people's feelings or opinions, and he feels that his should be overweight above all. But we're here for you to tell us your story.
I also feel like Monterey has attacked the wino art entirely too much in Bleach. I mean, wrong show.
Slander. See,
not slander.
Cut him off right now.
Commentate W out here.
To slander my name.
Commentate W is wild.
Mute him right now.
Free the top G, like Aiden said.
Let's go.
I don't know how you pardon a man in another country.
Random callers calling in trying to slander your name and everything.
Was I hacked?
Found proof of anything. That's so embarrassing.
It's crazy. We got to.
Joe, are we gonna get more random phone calls on? Because every time you do it, it's wild.
I don't know. It's great.
Appreciate the follow on Twitch, my dark magician boy. Shout out to you.
Hello everyone. So there was
one
of the people on the call. His name is Uniqo Williams, and I've heard such horrible things spoken from him. He had this horrible argument with another cast member about Kanye West and defending everything Kanye said. He defended Robert Williams. He even had the nerve to call the black movie of the decade Black Panther mid. And I feel as though he is a danger, not only on the show, but to media as a whole. And I feel as though we need to make moves to mute him on overall 99 media and reduce him to the class clown. I just feel
class clown status.
We need to give him a Gohan costume, and he will only be able to speak for Dragon Ball related things. I think that would be the safest route to go with a fiend such as him. Mr. I don't recall. That's just how I feel. I appreciate y'all taking my call.
Hey, first time caller here.
First time, long time.
The long time listener. I love that guy, Uniqo Williams. That Monterey guy. Now he just tends to he doesn't like transformations, and I think in order to grow as a shonen, you need to transform And
anti-transformations is a bad look.
Maybe Monray just never wanted anybody to leave that little boat that was on Bleach with it, where they was cooking, where they met Dasani.
Oh, reveal!
Oh,
reveal!
It was Uniqo the whole time. I feel swindled.
Exposed.
This is a travesty.
Exposed.
Hey, he got what? Hey, he got my logo on this.
Hi, this is
Oh, we've got a female caller.
This is obviously a female, and
Tori hates you.
Oh, let's stop that narrative.
I just called up here today. I just
Bring the
wanted
top
to ask.
G.
I just wanted to ask a quick question here.
You don't drive, do you?
Oh my God! What?
I just wanted to make sure you sound like a female. I was just trying to make sure everyone around you was safe and make sure that you weren't on the road.
Hey, give me. Who keeps calling my Skype on here? What, nigga? What?
Nah, you've already been exposed, Uniqo. You've been exposed for trying to slander my name once again as disgraceful. All for me talking the truth about superhero, the truth that Gohan and Dr. Doom are mid, the truth that you simply want to hate on your fellow castmates.
And you're a Robert Kelly sympathizer.
This is a family-friendly hey, you need to relax. This is a family-friendly show. We got another call here.
Could have fooled me.
Hi, I'm 6 years old.
Oh,
and,
you love Andrew Tate, don't you?
Your opinion is irrelevant. I'm sorry, we have a bare minimum 18-year-old requirement before we were able to listen to your call, so your opinion is irrelevant. Thank you very much for calling. Goodbye. That's crazy. That's crazy. You gotta get the young ones off the call, man. Like, we can't take calls from anybody under the age of 18.
I was gonna say that's a dangerous line when we start taking underage callers.
No, he was. I don't know what that kid was about to say. He's probably gonna say something.
You've already been exposed as a fake caller once already. We already know that you're trying to throw bash to my name. It's crazy. I've shown nothing but love to you, nothing but concern as a fellow, overall 99 media member. I try to take you into our bosom, try to help you become a better person, a better anime watcher.
Monray taking Joe into his bosom is wild.
Try to get you off these midpoints, like these mid villains, like doing these mid characters like Gohan, and try to get you to some soft like Frieza or Vegeta. But you want to be in this mode, so it's unfortunate, but we will help you. We will help you get out of your scumbagish ways, so that way you don't.
Hey.
Scumbag.
Don't say that like it's a bad thing.
We're trying to get you away from
wrong with being a scumbag.
We're trying to get you to the more wholesome line, like myself and Zelmae. So eventually we will get you there. Just eventually we'll get you to watch some better anime people. You will let go of this Gohan love.
Hey, it's cool on this fence though. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
This nigga.
I'm done.
Hey, listen,
follow us on social media, folks.
Hey, I'm being honest, bro. Hey, listen, it's all you can always see what grass is greener as long as you on the fence.
He's a wobbler.
I'm fourth. Never mind, I'm fourth now.
I appreciate y'all. Y'all see the social medias below. We got a lot of shows this year, so hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Shout out to Dark Magician on Twitch. We're gonna have some games. I'm gonna put most stuff on Twitch that we do. But I don't know which one it'll be. It won't be casual conversation. We can't put it on Twitch because I know Twitch is. I'm some deer lady gonna be like, no, I represent a deer. No, he talking crazy on this show. We gotta kick him off. So I appreciate y'all. We might watch some. I might do some reacts and stuff like that and do a bunch of stuff on here. I'll bring Joe and Tori and we'll just have a good time and just hang out or something. To be in Discord and just chat up while I play games or something. Talk about some recent events that I might not want to put on YouTube. Like I don't want to record personally. Just be like, hey Tori, you want to get on my Twitch and talk about this in Discord or something? And then we just chat it up. But There'd be something I'm thinking about doing. Call Joe up if he free and not at work. And then maybe Joe, even at work, he'll just call in and just talk to me while he doing work or something. Montay, same thing. And we just talk about a certain subject that I probably don't feel like big enough to be on the show. So there'll be some stuff we'll do on YouTube. Joe, what you got on your channels this year, 2023? Let us know.
Oh man, just more but better of the same, if that makes sense. We got new equipment, we got new setups, we got buttons, we got all type of stuff. So with that being said, man, it's gonna be the craziest year. There's gonna be a lot of transition. I'm about to be coming to y'all from a lot of different locations. That's gonna be fun as fuck. To just randomly be Joe, where are you at this week on this episode? Like, you know, I think that'll be great.
Joe will be like me.
Amazing. So it'll be fun.
I was in the attic last week.
I did notice that very cozy room you were in. Actually, I was like, damn, I love to sleep in there. Shit, this is cozy as hell.
Look at what it did for Harry Potter.
It was like whenever Harry gets sent to the cupboard, like it's actually a portal into a very cozy ass room, and that's what y'all don't know about Harry Potter. But yeah, man, that's a lot of cool stuff, man. UniqoWilliams.com. Like I own that site now, so that's my shit. And then what else we got? I mean, just adventures, vlogs, all type of shit. Like I'm just gonna live life in next year, and you know, we hope, you know, we're trying to get somebody pregnant next year too.
Damn.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna make that happen. Somebody about to have my baby. Goddamn it! I'm getting too old for this shit.
It's breeding season.
I'm getting pregnant next year.
Nice and cold outside.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're barefoot or not. Tori, what you got? I know you got casual conversations. We're
hoping, and just one more thing. I'm hoping it's the new reformed Brittany Renner that I run into, the one that doesn't care so much about the money and self-worth and what non-self-worth. I'm hoping that she just wants to get with a guy like me and we can build together, and I'll be the perfect stepdad.
This nigga trying to get 2023 toxic already.
Oh yeah, I gotta get a head start, nigga. One of y'all hoes getting pregnant, and Brittany Renner.
Just remember, Joe don't care if your aunt died. Just remember.
Man, I'm still trying to recall that conversation.
Joe, you was on it. I ain't gonna say it on the show, but
you know what they say. New year, same me. Coming to you live and direct. What am I gonna do different? I might do a few more drugs. Who knows? But 2023, like Zelmae said, casual conversations. I would probably be saying something blatant or flagrant. It's the same stuff you get on every other social media platform from me, but a lot more unfiltered because I'm saying it instead of texting it. But whatever, you guys get the vibe. Same gimmick, different day.
Montay.
Everybody, we appreciate y'all for joining Overall 99 on their last show of 2022. You know, we have exposed some things on this show today. You know, we're gonna start off the year right. You know, we now know the proper order of toxicity upon the show. You know, Afrokami being number 1, Uniqo Williams being 1.5, and you know, Monray Hudson and Zelmae tied at 3rd. You know,
so, tied for 3rd.
We appreciate everybody joining us for this show, and you know, we hope that everybody prays for Uniqo Williams, because if he keeps going at this rate, he'll be number 1, you know, possibly by the end of January. So we're hoping that he changes.
Very true.
Comes back, because Afrokami
trying to get up by the pretty.
Uniqo Williams has not turned away from his toxic ways. But otherwise, you know, we will have another show coming on in about 2.5 hours, not even that long.
We're gonna make it make sense.
Yeah, we're gonna make it make sense. Counting down the top 10 toxic events, moments of 2022. It will be my own personal list, and it will be their opinions on the list, what needs to be ordered differently. It's gonna be lovely. We're gonna get to hash and rehash some of the things I know y'all have forgotten.
I'll bring the hash.
I'll wear a new collared shirt that makes me a different collared shirt. That apparently
I'll wear a different bandana that way.
Y'all see how alike they are right now. This is bad. The Spoon is going to be
this passive aggressiveness is so fucking funny to me.
It's going to be 1A and 1B, so we're going to hope that it changes it. Otherwise, Blur Cartel over on 99 Media, Broke Ugly Dudes. We are here. I am here. Y'all can come see everything. GGC Mafia, wearing the yellow bucket, and not just on our top head, but on the other one as well. Because we think with both.
Protection, folks.
We know how we do it here. We riding out 2022 in the right way. Make sure everybody that's watching, y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. Don't do nothing that's too crazy to ride out the year, but have fun. Make sure to make it into 2023 with all your limbs intact, your mind on your head, and everything good. Don't be.
Yeah, get your mind on some head this New Year's Eve, folks. Let me tell you.
Stay away from Afrokami and people.
Tori said he gonna outdo Joe, but Joe, you still ain't trying to get nobody pretty.
Yeah, no.
Stay away from Afrokami and Uniqo Williams. Like their mentalities is not how you need to be going into 2023. You need to be pure and wonderful.
Oh shit!
Be like me. Be wholesome like me. Don't be on the fence. Don't be a scumbag. Don't be toxic.
I'm telling you can see what grass is green on you still.
Don't be like him. Don't do it. Don't do it.
They like the grass is green on the other side. I can see both sides. What you mean? All right. For the last time of this year, the next show tonight will be on this channel still, but it is GGC Mafia and not Overall 99. It's GGC Mafia mixed with us and Blur. So like and subscribe to Blur Cartel. Where is it? There you go. Like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to them boys.
All the buttons.
Like and subscribe to us. And for the last time of this year, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Who are these niggas?